This is Scarface for the Wii. It's already been out on a bunch of other console platforms, but say hello to my new little friend, eh? So this is Tony Montana at the apocalyptic firefight in the middle of his mansion. He somehow survives through your intervention with the Wiimote, and then he has to rebuild his drug empire from the ground up, taking on his old enemies and a whole bunch of new ones. It's a Grand Theft Auto style clone where you free roam the streets and drive around in cars and then generally chainsaw bad guys up and shoot them to shinola. It's a proper swearing adult game for the Nintendo Wii, but does the first game that really lets rip on the Wii actually have what it takes? And the answer unfortunately is no, because of this little baby. Tony ain't so much fun to control when you have to point this at the screen, wave it around, press half a dozen buttons to get him to duck behind a corner just when he's getting covered in M16 fire. It's a nightmare. Even worse is your rage meter that you build up through taunting your enemies. Great fun, but when you want to trigger your rage and go into slow-mo mode, it's impossible. You shake your nunchuck, and instead of going into rage mode, you taunt someone randomly while you're being shot, or you duck behind a corner just when you don't want to. So the controls are either loose and sloppy, or too tight and too fiddly. And that's the big problem with this game. We like the swearing, we like the adult content on the Wii, but we don't like the controls, unfortunately, this time around. We give it a poor 5 out of 10.